Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are spicing it up a little bit and going with some Idle Heroes action to start the day off with. Of course, we will be covering Dynasty Scrolls maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, depending on when I do the video. We're going to be looking at transformations, actually. So we're going to do a transformation video, a beginner's guide, some point today, maybe upload tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you are new or visiting, welcome, of course. This is Idle Heroes. We do cover this and Battle Knights as well. So if you're confused, don't be. I do enjoy playing this game. I have progressed quite far in it. So, yeah. Anyway, in terms of today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Spring Garden Party. I did check out Barry's last video yesterday about it, and I'm sure that the development team at Idle Heroes meant well, but I think maybe they might have missed the mark on some of these things. So, if you didn't know, the rotations have been changed in terms of events. So, normally we would experience a Prophet Orb event straight after the heroic summonings. That's generally the way it's worked for very many, well, I want to say many moons because it's been a few years, but I know they do change up the rotations every now and then, so it's not terrible. I do like Imps Adventure. It is very much a free to play friendly event, as long as you've got 4.5k gems saved up. We don't on this account, which is fine. We were pushing LOE, so we had to buy some additional heroic scrolls to get the last two copies. So we did good there. We did good there. We'll have a look at the account in a second. But what I wanted to say was Shelter Mission is up. We do, of course, have some pretty decent early game heroes, Cthulhu being one of them. Honestly, Unimax will carry you pretty damn far in Aspen Dungeon at E5. And you can always replace him out later on for an Inosuke or my favorite, which would be Sherlock, for a bit of Aspen PvP action. Guston, not a bad support, and Oberon, well, he was a thing. He's a relic of a past. But ironically, I need him for this event. Ironically, I do need this little Oberon dude. I am sad that I used most of his copies about 2 days ago to build all my food up, and we built a fuck ton of food. And so I'm kind of kicking myself because I would have been able to do quite a lot of what I need to do for the Spring Festival. But I figured we will try to do that and then we can jump into the Spring Festival first. We'll cover one event at a time. So if you have all your stuff saved up, good for you. You're going to need some corresponding heroes. I don't know if I got enough assassins. I feel like I didn't get any assassins for Cthulhu. That's going to be problematic. Oh, actually, I did. I got 4 caches. Nice. So I'm just looking to see which ones we got. I got a Glen, so that's one priest. I think we're good for a couple of them. So we're just going to grab those. Let's go into here. So most people probably know the general concept of it. I pick heroes that cannot be made into 6-star or 9-star. Well, they can be made into 6-star, but I generally pick ones that can't be made into 9-star in their base forms. What do I want to do with this one? I was thinking I wanted to say Mirage, but then I looked at it and I thought, you know what? I've got 5 ODs. Let's keep ODs chilling in the bag for a 10-star. Yeah, and Elder, he can't really go to 9. Let's go this. Oh, do I want Faceless? Faceless or Demon Slayer? No, I got 2 Dragon Slayers. I got one of you and one of you. Well, this is the conundrum. We're actually gonna have to pick this, and we'll get into it a little bit. Why I selected this guy. Perfect. We did get the 4 that we did need. Berea's going under the bus this time. Good old Berea. Yes. So Guston is the last one. I guess look. In all honesty, things kind of are tying together nicely, and we'll get into that right now. So, for the Spring Blossom, it's it's interesting. I've got 87 tulips, and that's nice. That's a nice start. It is still a relatively, I would say, mid game account. Not really end game at this stage. It will be eventually, but yeah, I wouldn't say that I've transitioned to the end game for this count at all. But 87 tulips, not bad. This little HUD here bases everything off how many of the I don't even know what the hell that is. Purple flowers and pink flowers. We're going to go with purple flowers and pink flowers. So, yes, I don't have any purple flowers, but I do have some pink flowers, which is cool. It looks like for every 20 flowers you plant in the garden, you will get 50 shards of a 5-star forest hero. So, we need to essentially, if we look at the left hand, which is here, we need to get 100 purple flowers. 100 purple flowers to get some chests. Porky Forky's in there. Nice. I was actually looking straight for him. I thought he'd be at the bottom, but he was at the front. So Porky's in there. We're going to be able to get an Antlers Cane for free, which is fantastic. And I say this as free because it's going to cost us something, but it could potentially be free. And in terms of this Dark Puppet, if you max out all of the tulips, I don't even know if that's possible, but not tulips, sorry, the purple flowers. Already getting confused between pink and purple. So if you max out all of the purple flowers, you're going to get a dark 10-star puppet. Fantastic food. If you are a whale or somebody who really likes to get food, of course, that's, potentially we could get that for free. I don't know. We'll have to suss out whether or not it's even achievable to get enough purple flowers. In terms of the pink flowers, the tulips, we already have enough potentially to get some light 5-star heroes. Let's see if Tussie's in here. Tussie's not in here. That's disappointing. That's not that I want to build Tussie, but that is disappointing for those that are looking to build her. Anyway, we're close to we're pretty close to the mysterious artifact selection chest. We'll have to see just how far we can get in terms of that. I feel like we might have to spend money either way, but we'll gauge how much money we actually have to spend. This is an interesting chest as well. 20 cores, 50 relics, kind of meh. I mean, 20 cores is 20 cores though, can't complain with that. Light puppet, well, I mean, if you're at the point of getting a light puppet, you've probably spent some money to do some loops, and that's fine. If that's you do you. But in terms of this, let's have a look to see what the spring assembly actually means. And I was a little bit like, okay, when I first looked at this. I honestly was sitting there thinking, did they misjudge this event? Because you need to obtain a 5-star forest hero via summoning Creation Circle, Shards, or Compass of Transcendence. So you still need 50 forest heroes to acquire your 50 of these purple flowers. Of course, you're going to get lots of gold, which is fantastic. That's 50 million gold. But in all honesty, getting 50 forest heroes is going to be a challenge for the majority of players that haven't hoarded enough of the stuff in their bags already. It's going to be impossible for a new player. Just going to put it out there. You're not going to be able to complete that. You are going to get some purple flowers though, so that's, it's fine, but you're not going to be able to get 50 of them. I don't see anyone outside of maybe 2 months, 3 months of playing. You potentially would have saved up enough food here, but then even then, that's pretty risky. I'm sure people would be saying, I've saved up for 6 months and I can't get 50 forest heroes. So I don't know if that's a typo or a misprint. We're going to check that out. We're going to suss out whether or not any summons will allow us to acquire that purple flower. I hope it's a typo. I hope they just fucked up. But anyway, light hero, light up for 6-star forest avatars. So as you can see, you get you get 2 pink flowers, the tulips, every time you light up your avatar gallery. We'll show you in a second. And of course, you get 10 stars and And you also get them for the 5 star. So we managed to get all 24 of the forest heroes on this account, which is great. Means I don't have to track anyone down, but it does mean I'm probably going to have to build the last 6 star and potentially I'm going to have to look at just how feasible it is for me to get some of these 10 stars lit up. I did look briefly on which ones they are. They're all the food tier heroes, so I'm in with a shot. I'm in with a shot to get a couple of them. But we'll see whether or not it's even worth it, if I can even get close enough for me to be able to get that selection artifact chest, and it's not going to cost me $100. But in terms of this one I'm a bit sketchy on. I'm a little bit sketchy because this, as you probably already know, is not the profit summoning event. This is outside of the event, but they're trying to get us to summon 50 times with our profit orbs. Now, normally I would be against it. Normally I'd be like, if you're a new player, save for the event, because once you do a completion, you'll get a guaranteed hero, a couple of heroes for that matter, a couple of light and dark heroes, and of course you're going to get relics and transcendent cores. Hopefully they keep the transcendent cores in there as a reward. They should, but if they're not, then they suck. But anyway, I would generally say, 50s, that's almost a full completion. You're like 30 short. So if you're in a situation where you're thinking, do I do it? Well, let's have a look to see what the math says. So you're going to get 50 of these flowers for summoning 50 of the profit orbs. And then you're also going to get 50 flowers if you manage to build 50 forest heroes or summon, complete, all that sort of stuff. Basically, you just need to have pulled out 50 or created 50 forest heroes. And then we can have a little look at the Imps adventure rewards. So you're definitely going to want to be maxing out your shelter missions. You want to be spending your 4.5k gems to be able to get as many dice as possible. I mean, you can wait until the last day and spin them to see how lucky you get. Some people get really lucky and manage to get past 200 quite easily. Others have really shitty RNG, like myself, and struggle to get to 200. But generally speaking, all you need to do is get to 200. That's your goal in terms of getting the purple flowers. Now, that's important. It's important because that's going to essentially make or break your entire plan here. As you saw before, you get to 200 stars, you get 50 flowers. You do this, so you get 50 flowers, 55 stars. You do 50 summons. Um, you're going to get, of course, some stuff here, which is interesting. So you are going to get some 5 star heroes when you start putting your flowers in the garden, tulips, and purple ones. So realistically, though, you do need to be able to get to that 200 mark. Whew. If you manage to get to 230, you're a straight baller. You got that additional 10 purple flowers and tucked away. That could kind of be the wiggle room if you say don't or aren't able to get, say, 50 forest summons. So you'd only need 40 forest 5 stars, like building, etc. Or, of course, alternatively, you only need to do 40 profit orb summons. You know what I'm getting at. But it is really gambling. I think this is fucking 100% gambling. Um, I don't know. In things like this, I'm always skeptical because I know the end result is for you to be lulled into the sense of buying small packages. I never endorse spending on games. You watch any of my videos, I never say spend. None of that bullshit. If you want to spend, you spend money. We love whales. We love free to play plays. Doesn't matter on this channel. But what I do say is maximize your fucking value for money because money doesn't grow on trees. Um, and I can see what they're trying to do, and it's very fucking sneaky. They're trying to get us to spend their profit orbs. They're trying to get us to clear our bags out. Um, it's like spring cleaning. Let's just use that as the analogy. They're literally spring cleaning our fucking accounts. Is it worth it? Well, an Antlers Cane is nice. Let's be honest. I think most accounts have Antlers Canes on them. Mostly that's one of the free sort of pay to win skeptical artifacts. I mean, I've already got one sitting there that's upgraded. I don't use it because it's more of a PvE kind of tool. Do I have any hero that actually has an Antlers Cane on them? Probably not. This would probably be my second Antlers Cane. Excuse me as I go through my long list of heroes. No, I'd say that would be pretty much maxed out. I don't think I've got any gear on these guys. No, so I mean, look, that's a glittery antler cane for me. You kind of have to. You have to gauge it for yourself. Um, because even if you don't manage to do it, you're getting a guaranteed dark hero. All right, so you're getting a guaranteed dark hero. Don't stress too much. Get to 100. You can just cruise into 100. I see a lot of people being able to get to that 100 mark fairly easily. Hopefully for the newer players, it's achievable. Forky is a fantastic first hero. A lot of people would say don't build him, build Drake or Armin Ra or Carry, but I mean I'd say build Porky. That's my personal opinion. I think he's very underrated at the moment. I quite like what he can do in Seal Land. Um, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I think Porky's going to be a good tool to have in your arsenal moving forward. But that's just my opinion. But of course, that's the thing is though, right? You do get a dark hero, so I mean Drake is fantastic for PVE. That would be my second selection, kind of interchangeable. First or second choice would be Porky or Drake. But yeah, I mean, look, even with the tulip selection chest, I mean, what's the best you're going to get out of here? Russell, essentially. You might be able to build a healer with Belrain. This could be your last copy for Transcendent Asmodeal, the Dauntless, but reality is most people would skip on Asmo and build Queen. So yeah, interesting. Which kind of brings us to the last package, which is $100. 100 smackaroos for 30 additional dice. You're going to get some gold, well, gems, not gold. It'd be nice if they gave you gold though. So you're going to get some gems. You're going to get 30 of the pink and purple flowers, and then you get this groovy chest here. It's a luxury 5-star chest. Open this chest to select one of the 5 stars. Once the chest is obtained, the rewards in it will not be changed. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look to see what we can get. Oh, there you go. So Eloise is in the chest. I figured they try to bulk it up by putting her in there. I suspected as much. But there you go. So Eloise is in the chest if you need that last copy. There you go. You're going to be able to get that guaranteed copy there. Of course, if you're building Tix or Ignis, or, if you're at that stage of the game where you're trying to build a Nosuke, potentially Sherlock. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't pull for Sherlock out of this chest. I think you can get him in a lot of other ways now in the game. A lot of these older heroes, like Sherlock, Ithaca, to an extent, Delasium, they're kind of older. You don't really need to be using this chest to pull those ones out. Rogan, again, kind of limited in his situation. Fantastic hero, but I feel like most people would be doing the Ignis Tix and maybe the Nosuke. And of course, everyone's favorite at the moment, which is Eloise. She's interesting. She's interesting. I do 2 copies of her. I don't know if I'll be spending on this chest. Reality is, if I spend on the chest, am I going to get the freaking purple dummy? The answer to that is no. So, what's the point of me spending on it? It would only be to buy this, and for $100, I mean, $100 a selection chest and an Eloise is not a terrible value analysis. Not gonna lie, that's probably one of the better values out there. But we'll see how we go with the tulip generation. We'll do a couple of these so you can see. Doesn't really matter at this stage. Do I have to do it? Can I hold it down? It's going super slow as I hold it down, so I would recommend spamming this. No, tap. Come on. One job to do, game. One job was to fucking do this, right? So it looks like you're probably going to put yourself in that situation where you're going to have to summon out those 50 profit orbs. It's a thing. And there you go. We got a Gru. Okay, yep, and it just starts all over again. What are the drop rate percentages? Not that I really care for any of these. You can get I do need an Oberon copy, ironically. 4.5% for Oberon and Garuda. It kind of tells you where they are within the world now. Um, Interestingly enough, Olivia's actually got lower RNG than everyone. But you can get a Rogan and a Flora from here as well, and of course all the feeder food types, which is fine. And I guess that would count to yeah. Why did that not count towards this? Maybe it appears as it grew in my bag. Yes, it does. Oh, I was thinking that. That's fucking sketchy if that didn't work. But yes, it appears the grew goes into your bag as a 5 star. All right, so we do have a fuck ton of floors. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these floors. I have way too many Garudas and Floras, and I'm also getting too many Rogan copies, it looks like. But hopefully we'll be able to build some of these. Let's test this out though. I want to see whether or not we can trick the game into summoning one of these 5 stars and see if it actually counts towards it. Nothing appeared on my screen. I'm gonna go with that's a no. Shit, it's a no. It has to be a forest hero, and of course, there the the purple flower appears on my screen. If you're gonna be building this, build towards something that can be made into a 9 star. Grey Eyes is a great choice. This guy's a great choice. Zekis and of course Thale is the last choice. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do the summons. We do have quite a few Prophet Orbs chilling in the bag, so let's do it. Let's do 5-10 bombs, see what we get. We got a Valkyrie. Got some decent food type heroes, I guess. Got an Edgar. Okay. Food. What else did we get? We got 2 more 5 stars to food. I think this was the last pull. And of course, we got a Flora copy. Fuck you to the moon, Flora. We don't want your kind around here. For those that are billing for, I'm sorry if that triggered you. But anyway, there you go. So we got the 50 summons out. We got the pink and purple flowers. We're gonna have to build a crap ton of forest heroes. Even I am gonna struggle with this. Absolutely, I'm gonna struggle with that. Uh, but last but not least, what do we need in terms of light up our gallery? So let's go into our gallery here. Let's go to this one. I don't seem to have Melassa, Gru, Faceless, or Heart Watcher. No, no, Faceless and Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter. I don't have you to 10 star. I kind of kicking myself because I had enough potentially. Oh, oh, I don't have Valkyrie or Oberon to 10 star either. Maybe I can do a 10 star Valkyrie. Maybe, maybe. I need an Oberon copy though. I can do the 6 star Oberon for sure. That's the only one that I'm missing. So that's okay. We should be able to get Oberon, not too much of a problem. I do have some older chests in here that are selection based, like this one. I'll suss it out. I'll suss out whether I need to pull out, if I need to pull out a Valkyrie to build a 10 star Valkyrie, I'll do that. But if not, I'll just pull the Oberon out. I do have one Valkyrie copy there. Do I have any Valkyries here? I've got one Valkyrie there. So that's a 9 star. Not going to help me. We'll see. We'll do some swaps. Why don't we do some swaps? I'm bored as fuck. Let's just do it. And Elder, you look like an absolute beast. I love you, but I don't want you. We've had this conversation, and Elder, I don't want your kind around here. Dragon Slayer, nah. Thale, again, you look really fantastic, but you're not going to help me. No, Kargath, go away. Zekis, Fishboy. Windwalker kind of, yeah, she looks alright. They could have done better. Actually, I'll probably try to take a faceless to see whether how many faceless do I have. I assume I've got two faceless chillin'. We can throw you in there because I need to probably decide who I want to build as a 10 star if I can't get Valkyrie copies. It's gonna have to be a faceless, I think, or a demon hunter. 50-50 here. A Edgar, no, don't need your kind, sorry. And a Demon Hunter. Alright, so I think we're tied up with Demon Hunters and Facelesses at the moment. Actually, Demon Hunter's winning it out. Potentially I'll just build a Demon Hunter 10 star to get those additional tulips if I need to. But yes, I think we're going to be in that situation where we may actually have to spend some money again on this account to get this selection chest. Hopefully, and it's $100. What can I say? $100 is $100. Is it worth it? It's totally up to you. Those 30 additional dice are probably why I would buy it realistically. And of course, the purple tulips, purple flowers and tulips and all that stuff is nice, but the dice will get me a. I want to say the dice is probably going to get me to here, which is not terrible because another pork is in there. If I manage to get to 300, then it's absolute perfect value for me. Because then that's the 9 star that we can use to build the Demon Hunter or whatever food hero that we need. Shelter mission. What do we need here? We just need some more Glens. That's fine. We'll get Glens throughout the week. We'll probably have to do some swapsies to do it, but unless I've got some in my bag. Do I have any chill in my bag? No, I don't. That's fine. We can suss that out later on. It's not really gonna, it's not really much of a problem. If you're ever curious about where to find branches, you can always just snag some branches from here. So we've got 100 branches. Yeah, 107, that's fine. We'll figure out some Glen situations later. I don't think Glen is in the shop, if I remember correctly. What was he? It was not a Glen, that was a Gabagbo. If we go to the guild, we have a look in the guild. Where is it? Store. Is Glen in the store? No. Well, the old store actually had Glen in it. Did the old store have Glen in it? I don't think it did. You can gamble on some of these ones, I guess. Not worth it. Not worth it. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. We'll suss out and get Glen, and then maybe do some rolls at the end of the week. See if we can actually hit that mark. Hopefully everyone else doesn't get too disappointed by this, but it's fucking pay to win territory. Not gonna lie, it's heavily favored towards old accounts. It is literally spring cleaning. You ain't gonna get that selection chest for free, that's for sure. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you like this type of content, I don't do as much Idle Heroes as other games like Dynasty Scrolls, but I do tend to cover some things. And of course, before we leave, I was just going to say we are building Eloise. I will be doing the profit summons for her and doing some swaps to see if I can get her out. If I do buy the chest, obviously that's one more copy. I didn't actually want to spend any of the palace crystals that I got. Well, how many did we get? We got 20 of them. Because that's 2 of the new light or dark hero whenever they release those. So I figured not really worth investing in it. She's phenomenal in Void, I imagine. But outside, well, in Seal Land too, if you haven't already done Abyss Seal Land. Oh, sorry, Shadow Seal Land. But yeah, I'm building her for Void. I'm building for Void. I want to see if I can push harder with that. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.